Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Friday show where we try to just use our in-house video production crew to create some beautiful in-depth footage for experiences and neighborhoods that are within that 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle for you. And this week we had a chance to go into Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney, and get a glimpse at one of the anniversary specials that they had going on. Island Village, we call it the new construction area of town because it is. It's an ongoing planned community where there is it's happening in phases. You got phase one complete, and they put the sort of town center part there where they've got shops and restaurants, not quite on the scale of the central main village celebration, but still some really everything that's there is a high quality experience. And right off of that is the Celebration Point uh, outlet. And one of the highlights that's just minutes away from Island Village is the Celebration Brewing Company. And it's hard to believe that they're celebrating their 2-year anniversary, and they did it with like a whole weekend of live music and activities and beer specials. So we had a chance to get in and catch that. Sister Hazel, one of the, some people call them a one-hit wonder group, but the thing is that when we were there listening to the concert, there was people who were singing along for like many of the tracks. So you know what? I think that they maybe are underrated in that respect. So we'll give you footage on that. Wanted to just share real quickly. I found this cool update actually from Blog Mickey, who does a lot of great coverage of all things that are happening with Disney. And they were pointing out that the Monstropolis expansion that's coming to Disney is basically making progress here. That's going to be basically an area that's based on Monsters Inc. with a attraction that's taking you through like the ending of that first movie where you ride all the doors that lead, of course, into kids' bedrooms for the monsters to scare the kids. But it's more immersive than just that. They're not just putting one themed ride into that part of Disney. They're also putting in this restaurant. And one of the jokes from the Monsters Inc. movie was that there was this super fancy high-end restaurant that nobody could get in, that just needed reservations booked out for months and months, called Harryhausen's. And they're actually going to have realized that place. Like, here's got this giant eyeball on it, kind of like Mike Wazowski, who's in the background here. But yeah, 2 specific locations inside the land in the concept art. Harryhausen's, the restaurant from the original Monsters Inc. film, will operate as a dining location inside Monstropolis. The Globe Theater, not the Globe, like the Shakespearean place, also confirmed, though Disney has not detailed what the experience will entail beyond just a theater show. So maybe that's part of what's taking the place spiritually of the Muppets Vision 3D show that was for so many years. But yeah, this is just really cool that Monsters Inc. is getting some love with the city frightful instead of the city delightful. So that'll be fun to see that come in. And some people have been saying things like, oh, well, I don't understand, Monsters Inc. is not the newest movie, so why are they promoting it? But people don't realize that it's actually kind of better this way, to wait for Disney to have some of their films established as timeless classics, so that those will be the rides that endure, that everyone knows and remembers, instead of just trying to capitalize on promoting the new movie, which may or may not resonate. But yeah, I think Monsters Inc. has stood the test of time as a really great intellectual property and brand for them. And yeah, I hope that they do more with it. I think when I saw on their schedule release calendar, they do plan to make more Monsters Inc. stuff. So really cool. I think you might not even remember that, like, when Disney World came out in the 70s, it was making attractions out of movies that were already to that point 30, 40 years old, with some of their animated classics. So just because Monsters Inc. came out around like 2003 does not mean that it's too late to be putting out awesome rides and attractions about it. And Also, yeah, I think with that little bit of preamble, fun, just on a Disney update, we'll do the video that I talked about where we went in and celebrated the anniversary of the Celebration Brewing Company in Celebration, Florida. The town itself is celebrating its 30th anniversary in the fall this year, and of course, America is celebrating its 250th anniversary this year. So a lot of anniversaries. So let's check it out. Time flies when you're having fun. And it's hard to believe it's already been 2 years of good times at Celebration Brewing Company in Celebration, Florida, the town built by Disney.
Yes, the second anniversary party is going on all weekend long with 7 limited beer releases, food specials, and live music performances from famous bands like Sister Hazel.
It's a free community event and show in Celebration. We're going to check in with some people enjoying themselves, chat with the management, and give you a look at what's on the menu and on stage. Let's check it out. I won't be anyone's excuse to cry. We can be forgiven.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Frank Lazito, the owner of the Celebration Brewing Company, and we're here at the 2-year anniversary celebration. You have 7 limited beer releases today, and I also wanted to bring up the Bibbidi Bobbidi Blonde that was named after the fairy godmother of real estate, Kim Hawk. Yep.
Lots of excellent beers. We got a barrel aged. Just come on in, enjoy the food specials, enjoy the beers.
Picture on the shelf.
You seem to be wearing a hat that's in the shape of the actual building here. How'd you get that?
So I do the entertainment here on Monday and Wednesday nights, trivia, jukebox bingo, that kind of stuff. And this is just kind of my shtick. I make hats.
Oh, wow.
I got about 20 different Disney ones that I make and wear to the park. So, yeah.
What's your favorite Disney hat?
It's got to be Muppet Vision 3D. I did a whole tribute to that, had all the closing day cast members sign it. So it's a very special one to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, take care, man.
Thank you, man. Very nice meeting you.
Back to watching the show.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to miss it.
Of ourselves. Yeah, we were acting like a child.
And music has always had a place in our town of Celebration. Local musicians always get a chance to have a gig at our bars and restaurants, and even big names come to see us and perform during many of our seasonal holiday events that take place in downtown Celebration. And our local volunteer organization, Embrace, is already planning big things ahead with a big music festival coming up in the fall, outdoor concert that includes the talent of Lacey Strum from Flyleaf and country music star Brandon Davis. So mark your calendars for that. And yeah, always something happening with music in Celebration. A good time was had by all. 2-year anniversary of the Celebration Brewing Company.
Yeah, we've had a great time. There's wonderful performances and great beer and a great atmosphere. And if you want to live in a place like Celebration that has events like this all year long, give us a call. Our phone numbers are listed below. I'm Virginia Carlson, 407-487-9960.
I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida Motion Realty, 407-922-0587. We cover all things happening within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle. So y'all take care. Have a magical day.
Thanks.
Make sure that you
Indeed.
subscribe and like so that
No need for that just yet. I will tell you to subscribe and like at the end of this stream in due time. So yeah, hope that was a cool highlight for you. Stuff like that's always going on with the town of Celebration. It's really a great time to think about selling or buying because of everything that's going on with the updates on the, if I could get rid of this and put this on instead, property taxes situation. I mean, what kind of just sounded like empty campaign promises, the always too good to be true stuff, is starting to materialize. Like we had the 2 bodies of the Florida government voted. The House voted for the property tax reduction, 75 to 26, and the Senate just this week followed with a 30-9 vote. So that is going to move forward officially to the ballot in November. It's going to require 60% support from the, Florida voters in order to make it happen. But they have, left it up to us to actually do it. It got a little bit of a amendment from the way that DeSantis and his administration was pitching it last week when they said they were going to bring it to the special session on Monday. Like they were talking about coming out the gate with the $250,000 limit increase from the $50,000 current homestead exemption. But that is going to actually be a little tapered. It's going to be $150,000 for the first year, 2027, if it passes, of course. And then in 2028, it would then be scheduled to have that sort of slow roll into the 250,000 limit. And at the 250,000, that would provide roughly $2,500 of savings with your homestead exemption off of property taxes. And they talked about increasing it further with inflation adjustments and, maybe even more. But hey, that's a good baseline. If you, if you have a home, like just say you got a condo, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom in a, nice neighborhood in Central Florida, maybe 250,000 is already knocking off what you paid to get in there, so that you would just totally eliminate your property taxes altogether. So that's pretty sweet. We'll look forward to seeing that and providing you any more information. And with that, just let us know. Are you enthusiastic about this proposal, or do you have your reservations? Do you think that this is a good direction? Do you think are you going to be interested in buying real estate in order to take advantage of that, and homesteading maybe a property that's more expensive to get some savings? If that's the case, my phone number is on the screen here. To be happy to chat with you some more about that. If you want to sell a place in order to buy a place, or you're just maybe you're a first-time home buyer, or someone has been trying to finally make a move on that, more than happy to get to know you and take a look at what the market looks like for housing inventory. If you've ever been to the Celebration Brewing Company, if you got a favorite drink or a favorite menu item, anything you recommend, favorite memory, let us know. Or hey, if you like Sister Hazel, or you've got a favorite 90s one-hit wonder band, I kind of always mix up Sister Hazel with a Blues Traveler sometimes. They kind of had a similar vibe. The Blues Traveler had that song Run Around, and Sister Hazel had the All For You. So I don't know. There was that very sort of folksy adult contemporary sound for a little bit in the mid 90s. So it was all good stuff. Anyway, with that, I'll just ask you now to please hit the like button and subscribe. Helps us out so we can continue to bring this good content. We're on the path to getting to 10,000 subscribers, and would really appreciate your support. So I'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out. Take care. Have a great weekend. Happy summer.
Continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is